Hey everybody, it's Scoop Phase back again. We have an interesting deck here. This isn't for a Scoop Phase episode or anything. I just wanted to show this little deck. I don't think it'll ever really make its way into Scoop Phase in one of the episodes, unless you really like it. If everyone really likes this, then I guess we can throw it in. And I'll make Ryan sit through this. But this is Simorgh with some Tri-Brigade in there to help them out. And if you stick till the end of the video of me talking a little bit here, I'll show you just kind of a basic combo you can do with this deck. And then maybe we'll throw a few games on here, since it's probably not getting its own Scoop Phase episode. But yeah, we have Simorgh. They're kind of forgotten, I would think. They're a bunch of wing beasts, and they do stuff based off of your opponent not having back row, which going first, you don't have to worry about that really. And then you have Tri-Brigade, which just kind of help any Beast Warrior Wing Beast beast deck. So, main thing is you're trying to make this Link monster, which has been abused by things other than Simorgh, but it's actually a Simorgh card, so I guess that's something. But yeah, we have a bunch of that. You can kind of set up a little lock where you get this Simorgh out with the Wind Barrier statue, and then this trap actually makes it that they can't attack your monsters except the highest attack, so they'd have to attack the Link monsters, so that's kind of cool. Not as effective because droplets and stuff exist, but it's still something. But yeah, you got Extravagance, you just have a bunch of Wing Beast extenders. I think the combos and maybe the games will probably show off this deck better than I can explain it, so I'll be right back with that. So we have the first combo. It's the most basic combo. It's if you start this guy, he himself is a 1-card Simorgh Link 3, and I believe it's under Nibiru summons, which is nice. So I'll just show you. These cards are irrelevant. They can be literally anything. Just don't, if they are spells and traps, just don't set them just in case. So you can go normal him. What he does is when he's normal summoned, you send a Simorgh card from your deck to the graveyard. It doesn't matter which one you send as long as it's either this one or this one. It has to be one of the little ones, because all the little ones have a grave effect, where if your opponent has no spell and traps, they can summon themselves from the graveyard, but then you're locked into Wing Beasts, and they get banished when they leave the field. So what you do is you activate that effect. We're now locked into Wing Beasts, so we just make Harpy Conductor here. There you go. Now it got banished, and then now this guy has the same effect. So real easy, right there, Simorgh Link 3. And then end phase, he'll summon a Wing Beast from your deck based on how many open spell and trap card zones, so basically whatever you want. You can get the Wind Barrier statue. If you're facing a back row deck, you can get Dark Simorgh. You can get Apex Avian if you want. He's just kind of an Omni-Negate. These other Simorghs kind of do stuff. And the cool thing is, we'll get the Wind Barrier statue. As long as you summon it to the zone that this Link monster points to, they can't target it. So if you are facing like a back row deck, say like Altergeist or something, or Eldritch, let's say, and you summon Dark Simorgh, and you put Dark Simorgh in one of these zones, they will not be able to say anything, and they can't use Golden Lord to target and send the Dark Simorgh, which is pretty nice. So that's just the most basic combo. We'll get to a little more interesting stuff in a second. Alright, we have the second combo, I guess. This one is just any kind of extender that special summons itself. So we have Cock-a-Doodle-Doo here. And then any of the little Simorghs. It doesn't have to be the one that sends. It doesn't even have to be the one that searches, which we'll see in a little bit. It can be this one. This one right now is the worst one out of the three in terms of this hand. It just gives you an extra normal summon of a Simorgh. But we don't have another one, so its effect is irrelevant. Just the grave effect is what matters. So what you want to do is you want to special this, and then you want to normal this. You can activate the effect if you want, I suppose. And then from here, you actually make IP, which is kind of funny. And then you use this effect. These are pretty basic combos first. And then the cool thing about this Simorgh is it just has to include a Winged Beast, so we can use IP and this. And there, we've accomplished the same thing, but we now have a Simorgh that can't be destroyed by card effects, so they can't, like, Raigeki it or something like that. And it actually gives us a Dark Monster Engrave, which comes up with Dark Simorgh summoning effect from hand, so that's also actually pretty nice. So there you go. That's the second combo. Now we'll get into more kind of Tri-Brigade stuff, which is real nice. Alright, so we have the first combo that involves Tri-Brigade stuff, and it's not what you usually expect. So this guy is really interesting because he's a wing beast, and if he's sent to grave, you get to add a Tri-Brigade monster from your deck to your hand. And this Simorgh spell just so happens to say discard one wing beast, and then you add two Simorgh monsters with different attributes from your deck to your hand. So you can see where this is going. This is actually, it's pretty good to draw him in this deck, which is funny. So we're just going to go like this. And you want to get this guy if you don't already have him, because he just adds a Simorgh card. Reversely, you could open him instead of this spell, and he can search the spell with the level 1 Wing Beast Tri-Brigade. It's essentially the same thing. So you just add him, and then you add whichever one you think is going to be least important. So if you don't think you're facing a back row deck, add this. This guy is kind of hard to get off, especially when you get the Wind Barrier statue out. So we're just going to add him. Then he's going to go off, and you want to add Saris. So from here, you're just going to activate Saris. You're going to discard the Dark Simorgh monster that you added, because you need to discard something. If you had another Simorgh monster in your hand, you could discard that and keep the Dark one in your hand. But we're assuming you've only got really these two cards to work with. And now from here, you go him. And when he's normal summoned, you add a Simorgh card. So if you wanted to keep the Dark Simorgh, you could add a different Simorgh for Saris to discard there. But I'm going to add this, because this is where we can kind of set up the little mini lock with the Wind Barrier statue. And so from here, you have to do this first, unfortunately. So we're not going to have the targeting protection by doing this, but we are going to have an extra interruption. So we're going to do this, and we're going to summon this Ancient Warrior Link monster. So he's pretty cool. He's a Beast Warrior. You can send a card from your field or hand to grave to target a face-up card your opponent controls and return it to their hand, and that's a quick effect. So that's pretty nice. And then from there, we have to do... We can only use our Beast Warrior and Wing Beast monsters to link with, so we can't make IP and then link IP into the Wing Beast, so we have to use a Beast Warrior, a Wing Beast, or a Beast. So the best one here is to just make this one right here. And then from there, we're going to use our Simorgh Grave effect that we haven't used. Now we are specifically locked into Wing Beasts. And that's going to get us our bird, our big old bird here. Now, this conflicts with Extravagance, so if you used Extravagance already in the turn, you can't use this effect. But if you didn't use Extravagance, you get a free draw and put something on the bottom of your deck. So, I don't know, let's put one of the Imperms at the bottom of the deck. And then I'm going to set this. Then I'm going to end my turn, and we'll just summon the... It doesn't really matter where we put it now. Then it goes to our opponent's turn, and whenever you want, you can just flip this up. And this reads, Wing Beast monsters you control cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects or their monster attacks, except for the Wing Beast with the highest attack. So they still can't really target this with Imperm. They have to target this, but they can't. So they're protected. They can still attack into this guy, which is whatever, but he can send anything that might threaten the barrier statue. So you could argue you don't even need this, but there it is. That's the one combo. We'll do one more combo, and then we'll get into some actual game. Alright, so this is going to look pretty much exactly the same as the last combo, but it's going to be just getting to it with different cards. So what Fractal does is you can just send him to the grave to send any Wing Beast, Beast Warrior, or Beast monster that's level 3 or lower from your deck to the grave. So you can actually fill up your grave with Simorghs if you don't need to send the Tri-Brigade, which is nice. But in this case, we are just going to send the Tri-Brigade. We're going to go ahead and add Saris. And from here, we're going to normal our Searcher. And then he's going to go off, and he's going to... We don't have a Wing Beast to discard with this, so we need to just add a Simorgh that's not already in the graveyard. So let's just add this guy. And then from there, we can go Saris. Now, once again, if we want to have the Ancient Warrior Link monster, we have to do this first before we start using our grave effects of our Simorgh monsters. So we're not going to get like the targeting protection necessarily, but I think one interruption's worth it. So we're going to go here again, and this time we're just going to go 2. And we don't have to get rid of the Simorghs this time, we can just get rid of the Tri-Brigades. And from there, you can really summon any of these that you really want to, but I mean, this is probably the best one to do. The Tri-Brigades can also summon the Link 3 if you have enough, so you could even do that and skip that whole part and then do something else with these monsters. But from there, it's going to look pretty similar. We're just going to make her again. And then we're going to... I mean, it doesn't really matter. Just get rid of him, I guess. And we can make our Simorgh Link monster. Now, one difference here is we don't have the trap search, so it's not quite as good. Well, that would be good if we had something. But we can actually do this, which seems a little weird, but this Simorgh Link monster can actually send a Simorgh to grave to protect itself. So... from battle, so I can destroy one other Simorgh instead. So if they go after him, you can use this to protect him, which the last combo didn't really have. You had the trap instead. But yeah, that's if you get like Fractal. It's just a bunch of different ways you can do Fractal if you already have the Tri-Brigade stuff in play. Fractal's just good just to dump some Simorghs in grave, which is really nice. So yeah, they have some pretty good synergy. That's enough combos. There's not really too many to show. It's pretty straightforward. You just make the Simorgh Link, hope for the best. So we'll do some actual games, hopefully. We'll see. I'll see you in a sec. Alright, I think we have found our first opponent here. The biggest issue, I would say, with this deck is mainly just going second. Because if they set any back row, you're kind of in trouble. I don't really know what to say about this. Alright, we're back. This is definitely the first time I'm doing this. This is for sure not the second or 8th. But here we go. We get to go first, which is very important for this deck. Hopefully, okay, good, that went off. So we get to show off this little combo. So we're going to go ahead and discard him. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and discard him to get, I guess, I'm going to get Dark Simorgh, because I think we can actually summon him right now, unlike the other one. And doesn't really matter. Let's just get the little one. And then we'll get him off. Well, what's his name again? Let's get Saris. The little one might come up later for follow-up plays if we want to start doing the tribute summon strategy, which is honestly not the best. But so we'll go ahead and get him out of here. So from here, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go the full play. If he Nibiru's me, I mean, I guess so be it. But we're gonna do the full thing here. And we'll get her out. He has to be normal summoned. Okay, so we're not gonna do that. I don't see a point in summoning the little guy here. I think we just make our Link monster and hope for the best. I am going to put the Apex Avian back because I don't think we're going to need him. And then we have nothing to summon him right now. So that's unfortunate. But yeah. Let's just... do we want to... yeah, we'll summon him. We have this guy. Alright. So we have the droplets. We can send the Dark Simorgh because he can summon himself from grave pretty easily. So that's not really a big deal. Oh, Dark Simorgh, you might have been helpful. And we can turn our barrier statue off if we really need to. I don't care. We can turn the barrier statue off if we really need to, because we can just tribute summon it over it with the Simorgh. If you control Necrobelly, both players discard any monsters in their hand. Do I care? No, you can go for it. I'd rather just bounce this. And I don't think we're going to need the droplets. I know if we need to bounce this, but I know he gets stuff off of it, so. And I'm assuming this is some kind of flip effect. And I'm definitely going to just... I don't think we're going to need droplets, so just put that back. And let's get Apex Avian. Yep. Alright, we did it! Wasn't the most exciting game, but I'm done trying to get a decent replay for this, so there you go. There it is. This stuff down here is just stuff you might play. There is another card you might consider. If you want to go a little more stunny route. I mean, obviously Harpy's Feather Duster probably should be in here. But yeah, Harpy's Featherstorm. Actually, especially now, you could definitely go this route. This is just a skill drain for everything if you control a Winged Beast. And then if you have a Harpy on field, you can activate it from hand, which going second, you can actually make this. And then if they try and negate you further after that point, you can just do that. So that's something to consider. Okay, goodbye. Scoop phase is scooping now. I'm done. Maybe there'll be a blooper video showing off all the horrible attempts as my dog barks in the background. Goodbye.